Wait, this is actually kind of interesting. Okay, what's the difference between every one of their final Pokemon then? Okay, let's see. Sabrina's is 7. Oh my lord, dude, jeez. 7 levels is the difference. What about you? What about you, 7? What's the difference between your Pokemon? 7 as well. Wait. Hold the phone now. Why is yours 7? But Giovanni's is like 5. Wait, is it Giovanni? I'm confused right now. I don't understand what's going on anymore. Why is this a thing? I don't even know. So the thing that's really confusing me right now is that they didn't really need to change the levels because the levels were already really high. But I'm starting to notice that now the game's a little bit more difficult now because I'm leveling up 4 Pokemon rather than 1 at a time. Which is really interesting because when I played Fire Red and Leaf Green and I had Charizard and Blastoise as all by themselves, they had Torrent and they had, what was it, Torrent and Blaze as their abilities respectively, kind of thing. I was able to take on the entire game without any problems because I was over leveled. But not only that, Charizard had better moves and such like that. Same thing with Blastoise, it had better moves. Blastoise, I think I kept Water Pulse as its main water move for I think a majority of the game, because quite literally, Water Pulse was really good because it had a chance of confusing the opponent. And confusion, if it does go off, is really nice. Plus, Water Pulse was, I think it's slightly stronger than Bubble Beam. Looks like it's very close, so it's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, because I think for... I'm blanking right now. For Charizard, I pretty much just... Yeah, because I know I soloed Brock very easily with a level 14, I think, Charmander. Because, again, around that generation, Charmander learns Metal Claw, one of the best moves specifically for taking on Brock, which is one of the best things you kind of want to do. Also, I'm going to level up Drachythum to as high as I can go. Because it kind of looks like I'm trying to go as high as I can get it. Without having any problems. Because literally, we're going to have a rough time with Sabrina. I can definitely tell you that much. We're going to have a rough time. Do they both have the same... Wait. No, they both don't have the same moves. They're very close, though. It's their final move is the difference. That's it. And how they move their, like, moves kind of thing. According to this, they just swapped them. That's really funny. I think I know what I'm gonna do because the first one, actually, Actually, I have an idea of how we can deal with Sabrina, actually. But it is all dependent on luck, though. There's a little bit of luck involved in it. What does this move do specifically? Because that might actually throw me off a little bit and might detour my strategy. And I'm like, okay, new move. Oh, okay, it's just like the other move. Okay, that is kind of interesting. Okay. Well, that doesn't really matter too much in my opinion. So I think our move pool when we're going against Sabrina will be slash flamethrower, double team, and earthquake. Then after Sabrina, we don't really need to worry about anything. We can just literally just make it Swords Dance and we should be fine. Yeah, because we can use Drakithim and Squirts specifically to go deal with the 7th. I think the 8th, I think Squirts is going to be our best friend for it. And if Squirts does go down, because I think it might, it'll be a very rare chance, we can always just switch in Leafia to take care of the rest. Depending on the Mon. If the Mon is, I think, between 2 of them, I think, we have to switch into Drakithim because Drakithim is the only one that can deal with it. Right? Oh, that is your yellow team, okay. Yeah, because of no effect. Or maybe we'll just lead with Leafy. Actually, no, I think we need to lead with Squirts, because then at the very least, because we'll be leveling up Squirts a decent chunk. Because I think I'll use Squirts during the 7th gym for the trainers, but I think for the leader, we'll lead with Squirts. Squirts might go down eventually, which is fine. Unless, can we set up on any other Pokemon by any chance? Okay, I can't go back apparently. There we go. Not really. I mean, technically could. Not saying we can't. But it's not really needed to do that though. And we don't really need to set up for it. Yeah, because I don't think we want to risk it either. Yeah, so I think for Pokemon Yellow, it's probably going to be almost ending similar to how we ended off with Pokemon Blue. Just this one, we might have extra videos. Which is fun, because literally, like, I understand why Yellow would have extra videos. Yellow is a not bigger game, but we have a better team diversity kind of thing. Instead of just having one Pokemon, we have 4. So the game's not going to be a breeze where we just send Drakithim and use Flamethrower, and the Pokemon just immediately goes down in one shot because we're over leveled. Or we throw in Squirts and then we do the exact same thing. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit of research after this. I'm going to find out if the Elite Four is even stronger than what it was during Red and Blue, and if they're just like these gym leaders where they're slightly stronger than their original counterparts. I am going to level up in the final area for a good chunk, and I'm going to go and level up until my Pokemon get into a really good state of level. So like, let's say their level is like in the same kind of ballpark as these, where they're 5-7 levels higher than their Red and Blue counterpart, and let's say Drakithim, Leafia, and all that stuff are like level, I want to say let's go with early 60 kind of thing, because by the time we get towards the Elite Four, what was Dragon? About almost level 80 kind of thing. I don't think we're going to be able to get that high. I'll probably level them up to, like, let's say 72 or 73 or something around there, like, you know, very close to it. And then we'll probably just go and use that for the most part. Because the one thing that we're definitely going to need is we need to level up Mons. And I think I'm probably going to do maybe a little bit of farming, just on Leafia probably, just to round it off kind of thing. Because if we look at everybody's level right now, Drakithim 48, Pikachu 42, Leafia 41, Squirt's level 43. Yeah, Leafia is going to be at least a little bit far behind. And because literally Leafia is not going to have many good moves, I'm not saying that Venusaur is bad, just saying that in this generation, they Game Freak, or whoever made the original games, I don't even know if it is Game Freak, didn't really give a good, not clear, but like a good move pool that you can give Venusaur. Like, I'm literally going to throw on Body Slam just so, because it's a stronger tackle. That's it. And I'm using Razor Leaf, which is not really a good grass type move you really want to give on a Venusaur, since it's only like, what, 55 base power? That's not really good. It's the same thing with Bubble Beam in this instance for Squirts, but its Bubble Beam is 60%, plus it has a chance of, I think, decreasing speed. So either way, it has a secondary utility. Razor Leaf, the only thing it has going for it is that it has a chance of critting. It's a slash, in a sense. It has a higher critical hit ratio. That's its only saving grace. But in Gen 1, as I said, I heard it somewhere where if the speed of your Mon determines how easier it is for you to land crits. So, if I remember correctly, Venusaur's not that fast. I think ours might be pretty quick though. $125. That's not bad for a level 40. That means we should get around close to about 300 in speed. Very, very close. Yeah, I think it's very, very close to 300 speed, so that's actually kind of nice. That's really good, actually. Interesting. Alright, so we're gonna heal. Kinda need to. And I wonder if they fixed it in this game. I'm hoping they didn't, because we can do some really crazy shenanigans with this. Plus, we can also skip a bunch of time, too. So we can go straight to the Silph so we can start it, but I know we're not going to finish it, but we can at least start it. Then we'll go back to like old routes maybe and just start whichever ones we missed. I think I might have missed the one that's next to Diglett Cave. I'll have to figure it out. I think I did, but I don't remember. Isn't there like bird trainers here? Yeah, there's bird trainers here, okay. Hello. No, I'm not getting out of here, buddy. So there's a rare glitch here that I didn't know about until I'm trying to remember who told me. I don't remember. I think it was a friend of mine, I don't remember. But anyway, they told me about a rare glitch that happens on Cycling Road. I don't remember if they said it only works in red and blue. It might work with yellow. Don't know. Gonna see. It might have been one of those like version changes kind of thing where it's like for for red and blue it'll work, but then yellow they patched it because back in the old days, I think, before X and Y, I think. Was it X and Y? I don't know if Black and White had it. Because they were part of the DSI, so they might have been the first, I'm not quite sure. where you can patch, where Game Freak will supply a patch for the game kind of thing. Maybe Black and White might have been like the first ones that could probably, but they never did. I don't know. I know X and Y they had to because there was a glitch in Lumios, I think, where if you saved anywhere outside of a building, your save game would be corrupted. And I remember because that was a big thing when those games were out. That was like the big talk that every like video game talk show kind of had. I forget which ones I was watching. There was like 3 different video game talk shows that were talking about it. I remember because I was watching one. I think they were talking about Skyrim, and they were also talking about, I think, well, at one point they were talking about Skyrim, and I think they switched it over to saying like, oh yeah, by the way, if you're playing X and Y, you might have already known about this glitch or whatever. And I'm just like, okay. I didn't get to suffer through that glitch because when I got my